friends, it's Nancy. We're back for part 3 of the Christmas craft along. So we now have cover completed, depending on what your own personal choices were. So I've demonstrated a few. This one was made out of a box of popcorn, fiddle faddle. This one was made out of a vintage book. And these two were made from an envelope and collaged on painter's masking paper. This one had the paper from a vintage Christmas gift box inside it. And this one is Stamperia paper, probably from last year, I'm thinking. So everything's been stitched, been glued. I did make a little pocket here in the back of the cross stitch. Oh my gosh, the scrapbook cover. So as I mentioned in the last video, we're going to consider this one to be the primary journal. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do the primary journal. And then we can make alterations for the other journals depending on, you know, the choices that were made. So this one was 4 3/4 inches wide. We need some stickies, I think. And I'm not sure where my stickies are. Huh. Oh, here they are. So for this first page, we're going to be working on the very center. These Traveler's Notebooks type journals are going to be single signature. So we're going to start with a plain piece of tea-dyed paper. We want it to be 8 and, well, we want it to be 8.5 across, so I'm presuming this is 8.5 across. This is paper that I tea-dyed on the weekend, and we want it to be 8.5 inches tall. Just check this. Yeah, this was 4 1/4, so it's a little slender. Not quite. Well, maybe it's right. Maybe it's right. Is it 8.5? It is 8.5. Let's do it. Let's do it a different way. I will fold this in half. This way. With my intentions are to fold it. And then I'm going to cut it at 4.5 inches from the fold. Okay. So this is going to be page 36. This is going to be page 37. This is going to be page 38. This is going to be page 39. So I'll cut 2 more exactly like that. One for the other painted cover and one for the scrapbook paper cover. So that's going to go right in like that. This is vintage thesis paper that I bought at a estate sale on the weekend. Unfortunately, I tea dyed it, and the red lines that... What did we say this was? 36? Yeah, the red lines that were printed on the paper were taken away by soaking in tea. You might be able to faintly see a red line there and there. Right there. That was a shame. Oh, I'm looking right at them. This one. Again, 36, 37, 38, and 39. Okay, the next two are going to be slightly different. So for this book, the Mary book, this is gonna have 3 signatures. So the pages are 5 1/4 by 7 1/2. So I can fold this in half again. And I can just trim off this itty bitty edge to make it 5 1/4. And then I'll turn it around. I'll cut the whole end off. So I want it to be 7 1/2. I'm not sure how these pages are going in. I'm just going to put them in. And this journal, the fabric covered one, I'm going to cut this, fold it in half, and then cut it at 4 3/4. And then for height, I want 1 1/4 inches, or sorry, 8 1/4. I'm not going to cut that end off because I think it's just going to be a little whisker that we need to take off. Okay. We're going to decorate the pages now. So I'm going to use fabric and some lace. Let me just grab some fabric. So as you can see, I have a ton of fabrics. Oh, I wanted to tea dye that one. I should do that while I have it in my hand again. Lots of styles, themes. There's even a couple of Tim Holtz in here. Some retro looking ones. This looks really retro to me. It's pretty. Anyway, so we have lots of options. I'm just going to move this over here. So what this is going to look like is not that. Where is it? So we're going to take a piece of fabric and wrap it around the bottom part of this page like a tab. Okay. So this one, you know, it would be fun. I have this. It's an oldie but a goodie. So I'm gonna, I don't know. Here. And then here. Okay. So I will use my glue stick. Now, we have a little piece of lace. Here's something intriguing. What if I put it under? Okay, I'm going to stitch this. Okay, so that stitching is done. Now I want to add a third element. It could be anything. It could be a word snippet. It could be a little die cut. It could be a charm. It could be some stitches, hand stitches. It could be anything. I think I'm just going to add this. I've got the wrong glue. I think I'm going to add this button. And once the glue sets up a bit, I'm going to hand stitch that so that it looks a little more natural. Okay, so you got the idea. Let me work through the other pages off camera. I'll come back and I'll show you all of the design options that I went with for these 5 journals. All right, here we are. So the center page here, I took a piece of fabric that has a Christmas carol on it. For lace, I used this piece of netting, and for my third element, I just added this little applique. In this one, I used a piece of fabric that has pine trees. I added this piece of cream colored lace, and then I stitched on this little silver snowman. In the pink one, I added some pink fabric. I used this largish tatted doily, and I just hand stitched on a few pink sequins. This one I added this gold fabric and this trim, and used a little brass safety pin to pin on this little heart. And I added this little snippet from the Tim Holtz. Oop, got it upside down. It says, "And fill our hearts with cheer." So it has a fourth element. And, oh, I haven't sewn that button yet. I'm slacking. Well, let's do that. I'm just going to use this sort of ecru color. One ply, 2 ply. Grab a needle. I don't want to pull it all the way through. I'm going to knot it on the top. There we go. Okay. So we have our first pages for all 5 journals done. I'm going to clear the decks and grab the next page. Okay, we're ready with the next paper. So, choose a piece of scrapbook paper. This is Anna Griffith. I got it at a craft sale back in the spring. So I'm going to cut this. I want it to be slightly about an inch shorter than the other page. So this one for the prototype journal. The last page was 8.5 inches tall. This one I'm going to cut 7.5 inches tall. So that means I'm going to take 4.5 inches off the top, and I'll just do that slightly off camera because of the purple. Now, if your paper's two-sided, that's fine. If it's only one-sided, like this one, we can do a little extra decorating. The nice thing about this Anna Griffith is it's already ivory. And I do want it 4.5 again. Creased at 4.5, I mean. Okay. Now, the back of this page, well, let's put some numbers on it first. $34. 35, 40, 41. So on the back of page 41, we're going to make a fabric pocket. I've got this torn off bit of trim. Okay. Just want to make sure I get the right side up. Just putting a few drips of glue here. Okay, on this page, I want to do a pocket, but first I think I'll do a little inking. All right. I think I'd like to use, oh, something genuine. I'm just not sure what I might have. Hang on a sec while I go have a look. Okay, here's what I got. So I have this envelope from December 1931. It actually had this card in it. I might use that card in a different journal. Just going to glue this closed so that the flap doesn't interfere with any tucking. And I also have this other piece that I thought I would add. Needs ink, just to, I was going to say liven things up, but I've decided I want it this way. So I'm just going to put a few drips. And then this. I was going to put it down here as an extra tuck spot. I think I'll go with my initial plan of attack. Okay. I need to stitch around. Okay, so I stitched all the way around and then went up just slightly inside the fold so it would catch the lace in the back. Oh, poo, look at that. All right, fixed it. Give these a double knot. I'm not going to pull the threads through. I'm just going to tie them off around the edge of the paper. Kind of put the knot right on that edge of the paper if I can. And press those holes down. Now, what if I tied a little button on there or something? My go-to is buttons. Just looking for a needle. So we can pretend that this was a happy accident. So I just wanted to hang loose. Looks good and messy. Just gonna thread these through the front of the button. I'm not trying to cut that, I'm just trying to hold a space. That's not going to work. That'll work. There we go. we go. We just got a little dangle. Just doing the corners. And the stitches. Perfect. Okay, so that's next page done. I am going to work on the next pages, and I will come back and show you what they look like so you can see some other ideas. So this little tuck spot will probably hold like a tiny tag or something. All right. So I shall be back in just a flash. Okay, I'm back. Well, let's take a look at these pages. So this is the page for this journal. This is a genuine antique card. It says, "A loving Christmas offering to you." I did back it with some paper because I don't want it to get any more creased or cracked. And I got some crocheted, actually I think that's knitted, sorry, that's knitted lace with a crochet edge here, but this is all knit. So there's that one. For this book, I chose this paper, and I picked this antique lace because of the paisley shaped motif. I thought it went well with this paper. And this is the front of a vintage gift card, or sorry, greeting card. And I chose it because I'm going to sort of concentrate on red and gold for this book because the cover is red and gold. See, we're starting to get a theme here. This one's going to be sort of vintage homespun, I think. Back to pink. This is another Stamperia paper. For the fabric pocket, I did this eyelet fabric. The inside is a vintage, an antique greeting card actually, and it's held together with this little bow. And it's a greeting card. It has a little bit of silver glitter on it. And it has, it says, "Sincerest wishes for a very happy Christmas from Maud." And then a little verse printed in gold. Little image in the back of some ivy in gold. So this is a tuck spot as well as opportunities for journaling. On this page, this page. So the pink journal is going to be all about bling, roses, all that sparkles. This is the other primary paper journal. This one I used a paper that had snowflakes on it. This image, it's got a decal edge on it. I think this came from the front of a greeting card. It's obviously a vintage photo. And the back, I used this antique lace. I thought it was a nice color. And the 6-pointed flower goes with the 6-pointed snowflake. We can feel snowflake there, can't we? Let's just agree. So this one is going to have more of a naturey, outdoorsy, snow, country feel. So we're starting to get some themes going on here. And then, of course, we remember this one. This one's going to definitely to be vintage and gold, with this old envelope and antique lace and a vintage button. So you see where we're going with these, sort of. All right. When we come back for the next video, we're going to continue to work on some more pages. Let me know how you're making out, if you're enjoying this project. I am. I feel like I've already gotten a lot accomplished, and I can't wait to see how they look when they're finished. That's the exciting part, isn't it? You take care. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.